Is getting a safe car important? Now that seems like a silly question because obviously the obvious answer is yes, having a safe car is important. Why? Because your life matters and your safety matters. And you want a car that protects you. And the auto industry has come a long way in the past 100 years. And they have made cars that are safer and safer with each year. It used to just be that they were creating cars that would protect the occupants and they'd create a bubble around the occupants if there was a crash. And now car safety has entered into preventing accidents. It's gotten more advanced. And before we go any further, head to quote.com. Get a personalized car insurance quote for yourself and see how different cars could affect how much you're paying for auto insurance. And we're going to look at if safer cars are less expensive to insure. The answer is oftentimes yes. Why is that? It's because safer cars lower your risk of being in an accident and they lower your risk of being seriously injured in an accident. And both of those factors mean less risk for the insurance company to insure. And when an insurance company has to carry less risk, they offer lower premiums. One of the biggest sources of information regarding vehicle safety is the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. And we're going to look at what they do and how they come up with their top safety picks. And then we're going to look at a couple of the vehicles that are on their top safety pick list. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has received widespread recognition for its top safety pick and top safety pick plus awards. And one of the differences between them and the National Highway Traffic Safety ratings is just the method by which they evaluate vehicle safety. A lot of times the safest cars will end up on both lists. The IIHS rating system helps consumers find safer vehicles, and it motivates vehicle manufacturers to produce better vehicles because they want to be a top safety pick. That gives them some flex. And so they want that award because that's going to draw customers. Customers don't want unsafe cars. You don't want an unsafe car, neither does anybody else. They want the safest vehicles available. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has been around for over 60 years, and they are very well respected. And their work impacts our daily lives because we drive every day, and vehicles are safer because of their testing. Let's jump right into IIHS's top safety picks. They haven't published their 2025 report yet, so we're going to look at the 2024 report. And we have here top safety pick plus for small cars is the Acura Integra 4-door hatchback. Some of the other safest vehicles on their list are the Honda Civic hatchback and sedan, the Hyundai Elantra, the Kia K4, the Mazda 3. I'm just going to scroll through here. We're going to go into some mid-size cars, and you see Honda Accord, Hyundai i6, Subaru, Toyota. You're going to start to recognize some of these manufacturers you'll see over and over because they prioritize safety and they are constantly leading the industry in safety features. In mid-size luxury cars don't always make the safest vehicles because they're putting their money into a smooth ride rather than safety. It's just where their priorities lie. Larger cars, we have the Toyota Crown 4-door sedan. Large luxury cars, BMW, Genesis, Mercedes. Small SUVs, very popular. So you're going to want to look at this list. There's BMW X1 and X2, Genesis GV60, Honda, see Honda again, Hyundai again, and Kia makes this list along with some luxury cars like Lexus. There's Subaru making the list again a couple times. Mid-size SUVs, Ford Explorer, Mustang, Honda Pilot. More Hondas, more Hyundais. They very frequently make the safest list. And scrolling down further, we're going to get to mid-size luxury SUVs. We're going to move into large SUVs. You see, they've done these tests on just about every vehicle available in the US. Now, we're going to look at how that relates to insurance and those safe vehicles. We talked a little bit about it before, but they have technology that prevents accidents. And what kind of technology is that? They have automatic emergency braking. So when the vehicle senses that it's not stopping quickly enough to avoid hitting a vehicle, it will automatically apply the brakes. There's lane departure warnings and assist. And that would come into play if you're driving and you're drifting into another lane. You may get a vibration or some kind of alert that you are drifting. And with steering assist, that may kick in and adjust the steering wheel to keep you centered in your lane and not drifting into another lane. There are vehicles that can sense when the driver is getting drowsy and can help alert the driver and send reminders to get some fresh air, to get out, to walk, to take a break, so that the driver is not too fatigued and risking their safety by being on the road when they're tired. And in addition to looking for a vehicle that offers safety features that prevent accidents, you want to look for a vehicle that will protect you if you're in a crash. And those vehicles perform well in crash tests, and insurance companies very often reward people who own those vehicles with lower rates, because being safe in an accident means that the insurance company has a lower risk of having to pay for injury costs to the inhabitants of that vehicle. So we look at this list here. This is on the Insurance Information Institute website, and they have crash worthiness listed. And that is how a vehicle avoids crashes. Then we look here at vehicle structural design, and that is how a vehicle protects occupants in a crash. It looks at the safety cage as well as front and rear ends designed to buckle and bend. If you look at cars from the 70s, when there would be a crash, that entire vehicle would crash. And where's the space in the vehicle? The space in the vehicle is where the people sit. And so that's where everything would crash into, right where people sit. And now as vehicles have become safer and safer, the front and rear ends are designed to buckle and preserve that space around the occupants, almost like a bubble. So instead of everything just pushing to the open space, the vehicles are designed to crumple and protect. And then also part of safety is size and weight. Vehicles that sit up higher, where you ride higher, there's a greater risk of rollover crashes, and that plays into insurance rates. Vehicles that are lower to the ground have a lower incidence of rollover crashes, and that may result in lower premiums. And then restraint systems. You're looking at seat belts. That's what you think of first, but Airbags are also included in that restraint system. Airbags protect the riders, the most basic airbags in the front, but there are also options of airbags on the sides, in the rear. There's airbags everywhere, and those can really protect riders. Now, one thing to think about is that more airbags means more cost in an accident to an insurance company. So sometimes vehicles that are equipped with airbags everywhere are totaled more often than a vehicle that didn't have that many airbags, because replacing airbags is very expensive. If you want to find out how much safety features impact your insurance rates, or you just want to do a search to see if you could save money, head over to quote.com, enter your zip code, get some quote comparisons, and get started on your way to save a lot of money. And look into safety features when you're looking for a new vehicle, because it's worth it for your safety and it's worth it for saving money on insurance.